of their shells, they have shed their fears in talking, and they have also literally shed their dupattas in Kalakuruchi. They have already doing it. Something which even the national media didn't pride and honor in translating your Guru Gita. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nivedita.
Thank you for the wonderful, heartfelt speech. I'm sure we could have listened to her for some. So thank you again, and a small announcement. And there the luminaries are on the stage now. I think we don't need more lights. It's dazzling already. Okay, one more round of applause and we'll start our evening. And the two young ones, Lena and Luna. Just one more spot to be filled and she is on her way. So I think we can start the evening today this wonderful program for which we have all gathered. Yes, it's raining English and her stories. So just a short introduction because so many people are here and going to say wonderful things. Her Stories is a very young organization. It started only in 2020, but it has made immense strides and turned a lot of heads, many in the wrong direction, many in the right direction, and made many stop in their tracks. And first as a website to offer women the space to explore Rangarajan. She is a volunteer with Her Stories, an architect turned writer, and has many interests behind her. She writes and draws a series for Her Stories which is called Mevaniyan Devadaigal about women from across the world, and it has been well received. So now over to Chitra for the welcome speech.
Very warm welcome to all the dignitaries on and off the dais and the lovely audience who have come to grace the occasion. I like to quote the words of the American poet and activist Amanda Gorman. Hear me as a woman, have me as your sister, on purple battlefield breaking day. So I might say, our victory is just beginning. See me as a change, saw I am a movement, that I am the year, and I am the era of the women. From being a Facebook page founded in 2020 by Nivedita Lewis, J.M. Malidasan and Sahana to a publishing house, our organization, Her Stories, has 27 Tamil titles written by women. To break the shackles, all she needs is a sense of freedom and a tiny...
Here, going to say wonderful things. Her Stories is a very young organization. It started only in 2020. It offered a platform especially for Tamil women writers and even managed to awaken a few who didn't inhibitantly. Opened a wonderful Pandora's box, if I may say that. And very soon people started saying, we need to read this in English as well. Tamil mattum irundha pattadhu, we need to read this in English. And so the journey started. And here we are. It's named English as
Her Stories has 27 Tamil titles written by women. To break the shackles, all she needs is a sense of freedom and in her story, not history. The book launch of its first 9 titles in English. The list of books to be launched today are From Adichanallur to Kiradi, authored by Nivedita Lewis and translated by Krishnapriya Subramanian. Life of Mary Curie, authored a collection of short stories authored by J. Luna. Trailblazers, First Women of South India, authored by Nivedita Lewis and translated by Jayanti Ramesh. Where Dupata, my dear, authored by Geeta Ilango, translated by J. Luna. The Book of Rebellion, authored by Nivedita Lewis and translated by Lena Quinn Lewis. Life of Savitribai Phule, authored by Professor S. Mohana and translated.
I'm the person who is going to take the time because the people who are there in the audience and the people who are there in the stage, please, you have to bear with two things while I'm speaking. I came prepared, but I want to speak out of my heart. You have two problems. Problem number one is that I don't have any kind of linguistic excellence, but at the same time, I love to speak. So you have to bear with me for a few minutes. But however, first of all, let me also get through Luna and Luna's book. Luna's book, I felt it was such a fantastic idea to.
It's real rapid fire shot. My book, Angels, Witches and Women, first appeared as a series in Home Tori. So it ran for over a year. More than a year, and Vadidasan was the editor at the time. So without his assistance and approval, I would have written this series, completed this series, and it would have been possible to work it in English. So my first thanks is to Vadidasan. When I was writing the series, I used to share.
Also, I would like to thank my mother who is here. She helped so much with the translation work.
First of all, let me also get through Luna and Luna's book. To say the moment I read Luna's book, I felt it was such a fantastic idea to do.
This is translated. This is an English book written in English, and I'm going to see my budget, the reason of friends and author. I think the reason. Indian particle physicist. சொல்லவே கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. But she is a particle physicist and a professor at the Institute of Mathematical Sciences, Chennai. Welcome.
Thank you very much for mentioning that I am not the translator. I wish I was. I haven't.
அனுப்பையாக பேசிய எல்லாரையும் மதி மயக்கிட்டீங்கன்னு தான் சொல்லணும், நல்ல முறையில் உங்களுக்கு மிகுந்த நன்றிகள். Truly, this is again breaking the stereotypes. Look at the author.
More than a year, and Vadidasan was the editor at the time. So without his assistance and approval, I would have written this series, completed this series, and it would have been possible to work it in English. So my first thanks is to Vadidasan. When I was writing the series, I used to share my chapters with Sujata, who is also here, and she helped me correct a number of mistakes. The book has been translated in a wonderful way, superb manner, and where there is copper, you will find copper, and when there is brass, you will find brass, silver and gold, occasional gold bits, you will find in the exact same number. She has also critically engaged with the text, because I know, based on the feedback that I received, the questions that she has raised. So it helped me to enhance the book, and she has done both enhancement as well as translation. So I'm thankful to her. And thank you all for the opportunity. It's a privilege and a pleasure to be a part of this momentous event. Thank you all.
Please take your seat there. Hello. See, it's while I was preparing the notes and checking who's going to be next.
The very first page of my book, there's a prologue, and this prologue I have added a very tiny thing that about perspectives. So I think everything is about perspectives, and I hope this book evokes your thoughts, and you can bring your own.
I guess we should read. God bless you. Thank you again, Mona. So now for the last acceptance speech, definitely not the least, Nivedita Lewis is ready and waiting. She needs no introduction, but I guess I have to introduce her. I'm
because I caught a cold and my throat hurts. But I'm sure someone else will take up that time. So I'm going forward with the translation of this book. This is my very first translation work that I've done from Tamil to English. And to be honest, it was as exciting as it was challenging. And especially translating the work of such a great author like Marudan himself, it was quite challenging. But I'm very glad that he was there to help me every step of the way, to clarify the doubts and all the petty curiosities I had about the book. And also I would like to thank my mother who is here. She helped so much with the translation work. She was so even though I'm the one who did the translation, it wouldn't have been that easier if she hadn't stayed awake with me throughout the nights, many nights. It was fun, as well as I'm very grateful for her help. She stayed there reading from the Tamil version so that I can cross-check whether the English section is correct, and I've left nothing to be lost in translation. So I'm very grateful for that. And apart from her, I would also like to thank my late grandmother, who was there when I started, who was still alive when I started working on the translation. And she clarified a lot of my doubts as well when it came to Tamil linguistic queries. And I wish she was here to have seen this published. And I would also like to, sorry, one second. Sorry about that. And also I would like to thank my late uncle, who was a writer from Kedapalipagam. If anyone knows him, his name is Muthraman, and he is the one who completely helped me get into the field of literature, be it read, write, or translate anything. And I hope I can translate his work someday. And apart from that, I would like to talk about the translation process itself. The book, if you don't mind, I can read something from the book itself. So, I heard this somewhere, the translation is a retrieval of things that would otherwise stay locked away. And that ran with me, and I connect with the quote, because otherwise, like Ram just said, if like gold and copper, I could be a copper seller, I thought. So, unless we translate them, most people won't get access to it. So I was very happy to do it. At the same time, I was nervous because I'm going to translate such a great award-winning work for the first time, and I'm working as a translator for the first time. So I was, of course, very anxious, but I'm grateful for all my friends who had supported me, and also for Nivedita Lewis and Valikasan sir, and for the whole of her stories, and for their support and guidance. And if that's okay, I guess I can stop here.
Thank you, Mona. Today I think most of us are not.
ஸோ சக்ஸஸ்ஃபுல்லாக வந்து ஒரு புக் லான்ச் ஈவெண்ட் நடந்து முடிஞ்சிருக்கு. இதை பற்றி நம்ம ஆத்தரான ஜெயலூன் அவங்ககிட்ட என்னன்னு தெரிஞ்சுப்போம் வாங்க, கேட்டு தெரிஞ்சுப்போம் வாங்க. புக் வந்து இப்போ லான்ச் ஆயிருக்கு, அதை பற்றி நீங்கள் என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுறீங்க?
ஐம் ஸோ ஹாப்பி ஃபார் இட்.
ஸ்பீச் டெலிவர் பண்ணீங்களே, அதில் வந்து உங்களுக்கு உடம்பு சரியில்லைன்னு சொன்னாங்க, இப்போ உடம்பு பரவாயில்லையா?
இல்லை, ஆக்சுவலி வீட்டுக்கு போய் தான் ரெஸ்ட் எடுக்கணும். பட் ஐம் ஸோ ஹாப்பி, அதனால் சிக்னஸ் தெரியல.
உங்களுக்கு புக் ரைட்டிங் பற்றின அந்த ஒரு இன்ஸ்பிரேஷன் வந்து எங்கேருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சது?
ஆக்சுவலி புக் ரீடிங்கிலேருந்து தான் ஆரம்பிச்சது. என்னோட அங்கிள் வந்து புக் ரைட்டராக இருந்தாங்க, தமிழ் எழுத்தாளராக இருந்தாங்க. ஸோ அவங்க வந்து தமிழில் எழுதினாங்க. பட் எனக்கு வந்து ஜென்ரலாக அவங்க வந்து நிறைய இது என்கரேஜ் பண்ணாங்க படிக்கிறதுக்கு. ஸோ புக்ஸை ஜென்ரலாக படிக்க ஆரம்பித்து ஒரு 10 இயர்ஸ்க்கு என் லைஃப்பில் வந்து புக்ஸ் படித்து தான் வளர்ந்தேன். ஹியூமன் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்ஸை விட புக் இன்ட்ராக்ஷன்ஸ் தான் நிறைய இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ அட் த எண்ட் ஆஃப் தி டே எனக்குன்னு இருக்க கொஸ்டின்ஸ் அண்ட் என்னோட எக்ஸ்பிரஷனிங் வேவாக ரைட்டிங் போச்சு. பட் ஆனால் ரைட்டர் ஆக போகிறேன்னு நான் நினச்சி கூட பார்த்ததில்லை.
ஓகே, இப்போ வந்து இந்த புக்கு எழுதுறதுக்கு நடுவில் நீங்கள் எவ்வளோ ஸ்ட்ரகிள் ஃபேஸ் பண்ணிப்பீங்க? இந்த புக்கு எழுதி அதை பப்ளிஷ் பண்ணுற அந்த டைமுக்குள்ளே
அது ஸ்ட்ரகிள்னு சொல்கிறத விட இட் வாஸ் நல்லா தான் இருந்துச்சு ஒரு வகையில். என்னென்னா நமக்கு டைம் கன்சியூமிங்காக இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ புக்கு நம்ம மேனுஸ்கிரிப்ட் ரெடி பண்ணணும் ஃபஸ்ட்டு, அந்த மேனுஸ்கிரிப்ட் நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து அப்ரூவலுக்கு அனுப்பணும், அப்புறம் டைப் செட்டிங் பண்ணுவாங்க, அதை ப்ரூஃப் ரீடிங் பண்ணுவாங்க, அட்வான்ஸ் ரீடருக்கு நம்ம அவங்கள்ட்ட ரிவ்யூ வாங்கணும். ஸோ நிறைய சேஞ்சஸ் எவ்ரி ஸ்டெப் ஆஃப் த வேல சேஞ்சஸ் பண்ணிகிட்டே இருப்போம் புக்கில். ஸோ ஃபைனலாக அது பிரிண்ட்டுக்கு போகும்போது ரிலீஃபாக இருக்கும். அண்ட் திருப்பி அது பிரிண்ட்டில் இன்றைக்கி தான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் பார்க்குறேன். ஐ எம் ஸோ ஹாப்பி.
இதுக்கடுத்து என்ன மாதிரி ஜானரில் வந்து நீங்கள் புக் எழுதலாம்னு பிளான் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க?
ஆக்சுவலி என்னோட யூஷுவல் ஜானர்ஸ்னு பார்த்தா நான் எல்லாமே வந்து எக்ஸ்ப்ளோர் பண்ணிட்டு தான் இருக்கேன். ஒரு ஹிஸ்டாரிக்கல் ஃபிக்ஷன் ட்ரை பண்ணேன், ஒரு போய்ட்ரி ட்ரை பண்ணேன். இப்போ வந்து இட்ஸ் ஆந்தாலஜி ஆஃப் ஷார்ட் ஸ்டோரிஸ். ஸோ இப்போ வந்து இது வரைக்கும் சிறுகதைகள், கவிதைகள் எல்லாம் பண்ணியாச்சு. நாவல்லான்றதும் பண்ணேன், அதுவும் ஒரு குறு நாவல் தான். ஸோ நெக்ஸ்ட் என்னோட குரூப் வந்து நாவல் பண்ண போகிறேன் கிளாஸிஃபிகேஷனில். பட் ஜான்ரா எனக்கு தெரியல, பிகாஸ் எனக்கு வந்து இருக்க தாட்ஸை வச்சு தான் நான் ஜான்ரா வந்து டெவலப் பண்ணுவேன். ஸோஃபார் எனக்கு ஐடியா இல்லை என்ன ஜான்ரா பண்ண போகிறோம்.
சரி, இங்கிலீஷில் நம்ம இவ்வளோ புக்ஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கீங்க, நீங்கள் அடுத்து தமிழில் உங்களுக்கு பண்ணணும்னு ஐடியா ஏதாவது வந்திருக்கா?
இது வரைக்கும் வரல. தமிழ் டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன் இந்த மருதனோட புக்கே வந்து எனக்கு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைமாக ட்ரை பண்ணியிருக்கேன் டிரான்ஸ்லேஷன். ஸோ தமிழ் புக் எழுதுகிற அளவுக்கு இன்னும் எனக்கு அந்த டேலண்ட் வரல. எனக்கு கனெக்ஷன் அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா அது இங்கிலீஷில் எழுதுறதுக்கு கூட அந்த ஃப்ளோ இருக்குது. மேபி ஃப்யூச்சரில் ட்ரை பண்ணலாம்.
ஓகே மேம், நைஸ் மீட்டிங்கும். அடுத்த உங்களோட ரிலீஸ் ஆகிற புக்கில் வந்து நம்ம பார்ப்போம்.
ஆல்சோ வந்து என்னோட ஃப்ரெண்ட் இருக்காங்க, இன்னொரு எழுத்தாளர் தாளமுத்துக்குமார்னு சொல்லி, அவர் என் புக்கை படித்து அவரோட ரிவ்யூ சொல்ல விரும்புகிறாரு. கேட்குறீங்களா?
கேட்குறோம் மேம். ஸோ அவங்க புக்கு படித்த ஒரு ஃபேன், ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்ட், அவங்க வந்து என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுறாங்கன்றதை இப்போ நம்மள்ட்ட கேட்போம் வாங்க. பிரதர், அவங்க புக்கை நீங்கள் படிச்சிங்க, அதை பற்றி நீங்கள் என்ன ஃபீல் பண்ணுறீங்க?
நீங்கள் பிடிச்சிப்பீங்களா?
நான் பிடிச்சிப்பேன்.
ஓகே ஓகே. ஆக்சுவலி லூனா அவங்க புக்கு வந்து இனிஷியலாக கொடுத்தாங்க. நான் படித்தும் முடிச்சிட்டேன். ஸோ வந்து ஒரு நரேஷன் வந்து ரொம்ப ஃப்ளாலெஸ்ஸாக இருந்துச்சு, ரொம்ப ரஸ்டிக்காக இருந்துச்சு. ஸோ ஆஸ் ஃபார் அஸ் அப்புறம் கான்டென்ட்டும் பார்த்திங்கன்னா ரொம்ப புதுசாக இருந்துச்சு. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி எழுதினவங்க பார்த்திங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, கொஞ்சம் எப்படி சொல்கிற கிளீஷேவாகவே போயிட்டு இருந்த ஃபிக்ஷன் வந்து இப்போ கொஞ்சம் புதுசாக அவங்க ட்ரை பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ இது வந்து இன்னும் ஒரு நெக்ஸ்ட் லெவல் ரீச் நீங்கள் பார்த்தீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன். ஒரு சர்ரியலிஸ்டிக் பேக்ரவுண்ட் இருக்குது இதில். ஸோ இதை வச்சு நம்ம ரிசர்ச் கூட பண்ணலாம். ஸோ இப்போது அந்த டைட்டில் வந்து நிறைய பேர் அட்ராக்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். அதே எஃபெக்ட் வந்து உள்ளே இருக்க கான்டென்ட்டும் கொடுக்குது.
ஓகே பிரதர், உங்களுக்கு வந்து இந்த மாதிரி ஃபெமினைன் ரிலேட்டட் புக்ஸ்லாம் வந்து நீங்கள் படித்தது உண்டா இதுக்கு முன்னாடி, இல்லை இதான் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைமா பிரதர்?
ஓகே, ஆக்சுவலி ஃபெமினிஸ்டிக் கான்டென்ட்னு சொல்கிறப்போ ஸோ அது வந்து ஒரு இன்க்ளூசிவான டைப்பாக இருக்கணும். அப்படி தான் இருக்குது. காட் பிளஸ் யூ, டெவில் கிஸ் யூ. ஸோ ஃபெமினிஸ்டிக் இன்க்ளூசிவ் டைப் மீன்ஸ் எப்படி சொல்கிறதுனா, அது மென்னை வந்து எக்ஸ்க்ளூட் பண்ணியிருக்கூடாது. எப்படி சொல்கிறதுனா வந்து மென்னும் விமனும் வந்து ஆப்போசிட் பைனரிஸ் இல்லை, நெய்பரிங் செக்ஸஸ் தான். ஸோ வந்து இந்த நாவலும் இந்த ஆந்தாலஜியும் வந்து அந்த இன்க்ளூஷனை வந்து கொண்டு வருது. இதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் படிச்சிருக்கேன். இந்த ஆந்தாலஜியும் அது ரிலேட்டடாக பண்ணியிருக்குது.
ஓகே பிரதர், ஃபைனல் கொஸ்டின் உங்கள்கிட்ட ஒன்று கேட்குறேன். ஓகே, நீங்கள் வந்து சொன்னீங்க இந்த மாதிரி மென் அண்ட் விமன் அவங்க வந்து நெய்பரிங் செக்ஸஸ்னு. இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு தாட் வந்து உங்களுக்கு எங்கேருந்து உருவாகுச்சு?
ஆக்சுவலி எப்படி சொல்கிறேன்னா, நமக்கு ஜெண்டர் ஸ்டடீஸ்னு ஒரு கிளாஸ் எடுப்பாங்க, எங்களுக்கு எடுக்கிறாங்க எம்ஏ இங்கிலீஷில். ஸோ அதுலேருந்து ஆக்சுவலி எனக்கு வந்தது. ஸோ அதை வந்து நம்ம லிட்ரேச்சரில் அப்ளை பண்ணுறப்ப பார்த்திங்கன்னா வந்து லிட்ரேச்சர் ஆக்சுவலி மெயின் கான்செப்டே பார்த்திங்கன்னா கான்ஃப்ளிக்ட் தான். நம்ம ஒரு பிரச்சனையை தான் கொண்டு வருவோம். ஸோ லிட்ரேச்சர் ஓவர் த டைம் வந்து பார்த்திங்கன்னா வந்து மேலேயும் ஃபீமேலையும் ஒரு பவுண்ட்ரிஸாகவே தான் காட்டிட்டு வருது. அது ஒரு கான்ஃப்ளிக்டாகவே கான்ஸ்டண்ட்டாக பண்ணிகிட்டு இருந்தாங்க. ஸோ பட் ஆனால் இப்போ கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக அது என்ன பண்ணுறாங்கன்னா அந்த ஸ்டீரியோ டைப்பை கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக உடைச்சிட்டு வராங்க. ஸோ இந்த புக்கும் அந்த ஸ்டீரியோ டைப் உடைக்கிறதுல ஒரு கோல் செட் பண்ணியிருக்கு.
ஸோ தேங்க்யூ பிரதர், உங்கள்கிட்ட பேசினதில் ரொம்ப ஹாப்பியாக இருக்கும்.
தேங்க்யூ.
எங்களுக்கு நண்பட்டு கொடுத்தாங்க. அதை விட முக்கியமாக இன்றைக்கு என்னுடைய 3 புத்தகங்களை மொழிபெயர்த்து கொடுத்த பேராசிரியர் விஜயகுமார். முக்கியமாக நான் சொல்ல வேண்டியது, கொரோனா காலகட்டத்தில் முடங்கி இருந்த போது திரும்பி சுஜாதா எப்படி நீங்கள் நிவேதா சொன்ன மாதிரி சுஜாதா இதை ரொம்ப அழுந்துட்டாங்க. நீங்கள் எழுதுங்க மோகனா, நீங்கள் எழுதியே தீரணும்னு சொன்னதுனால தான் இது எழுதுது. அதே போல் தான் இன்னைக்கு வள்ளிதாசாங்க ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் படிக்கிறாங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இயர் படிக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு பெண் வந்து இதை வந்து எழுதியிருக்காங்கன்னா ரொம்ப ஒண்டர்ஃபுல்லான விஷயம், கிளாசிக். ஏன்னா பெண்கள்லாம் குழந்தைகள்லாம் வெறும் டிவி பின்னாடியும் மொபைல் பின்னாடியும் போயிட்டு இருக்க காலகட்டத்தில் இன்றைக்கு பெண்கள் எவ்வளோ தூரம் சாதிக்கிறாங்கிறதுக்கு பெஸ்ட் எக்ஸாம்பிள். தயவு செஞ்சு விழா காட்டுங்க. இன்றைக்கு இந்த புத்தகத்தை வாங்கியிருக்கக்கூடிய முனைவர் பேராசிரியர் இந்துமதி அவர்கள்.
If you can't do it, just leave it. We are still friends. Okay? அதனால செய்ய முடியாது அப்படிங்கிறத நீங்க வெளிப்படையாவே சொல்லலாம்னு I was telling to her. She immediately accepted, and the same day she has translated the first chapter, Patapavita Thori, and sent to me. It's wonderful, really. She has brought up the soul and the spirit of my writing in English. Thank you so much, Deepa. And
நெகிழ்வா இருக்கு. இந்த நிகழ்வுக்கு தலைமையேற்றிருக்கக்கூடிய இன்றைக்கு மதிப்பிற்குரிய திருமிகு கவிதா ராமன் அவர்களே, ஏன்னா அறிவியல் இயக்கத்தில் புதுக்கோட்டை நிறைய உபதேசிச்சிருக்காங்க. பொறுப்பாளர்கள் திருமிகு வள்ளிதாசன், திருமிகு நிவேதா ருசி, திருமிகு சஹானா அவர்களே, அனைவருக்கும் அதற்கு மேலே இங்கே எல்லாம் வந்திருந்து இந்த நிலாவை
நாங்கள் என்னென்ன மண்ணை மிச்சிட்டோன்னு ஐநோ ரோடானோஸ் அண்ட் மூணானோஸ் எத்தனை வாட்டி அதை நீடும் பண்ண சொல்லிருக்கோம் தெரியும். Nishan here. Thank you so much, Nishan. You should be scolding us by now. We made you do and read this work so many times until we were satisfied. But then it has come out so well. It conveys the meaning so beautifully. Wonderful. Thank you so much for the covers. So I think I have thanked everyone enough. என்னோட ஸ்பெஷல் தேங்க்ஸ் வந்து டு தி எம்சி ஆஃப் தி இவெண்ட் டுடே, நோரா அலெக்ஸ். இது அப்படி கிடையாது, ஃப்ரெண்டு நீடு கூட சொல்ல முடியாது. whenever I feel like scolding someone, I call her. Whenever she loves to, she's also the translator. So she remains on stage because she's a translator and also author today. All right. So now again, before I go to Luna, in the last few speeches where the authors were taking, saying things, all of us have been pointing back at Validasan. So Validasan, முன்னாடி பேசினோம் போல யார் எடுக்கலாம் அப்படி நீங்க சொல்லிட்டீங்க எடுத்துக்கோங்க. Thank you. It's really nice. And now I call upon Luna again for her acceptance speech for the book titled God Bless You, Devil Kiss You. I keep saying it again and again. I like to say it. சின்ன வயசுல யாராவது God bless you சொன்னா உடனே திருப்பி devil kiss you அப்படி சொல்லிருக்கனால. So அன்னை சிலம் sorry சொல்லுங்க over to you. So hi everyone once again. Coming back to this book, God Bless You, Devil Kiss You. Like the ma'am said, many of you might have some sort of nostalgic moments with that specific phrase. But for me, it started when I was back in 7th grade. So when I was in 7th grade, I was a regular visitor to the library, and it was completely empty apart from me in my school. So when I was there, I had this habit of finding the most untouched books from the shelves, and every time I would do so, I would make notes. I would make notes about things that I don't understand, and I would keep going back to the library so that I can somehow end up understanding them. And even till this day, I have so many things that I don't understand yet. But one thing that has stayed with me over the years is through reading all this, I have developed so many questions. So all these questions needed some answers, and I'm still yet finding them. I haven't found all the answers. So I just wrote whatever the basic foundation for this book has been created when I was in 7th grade. So eventually, over the years, I just enhanced and developed the ideas. At the end, all I could do was make it into a fictional book, because when you say something, you have to do this, people don't do that, and that leads to a lot of controversy, which is not a bad thing, but it might go against my intention, which is to take these messages and reach it to the people. So that's the reason I took it in a fictional manner, because I myself am a person who is not a non-fiction reader. I would like to read fictional stories and read between the lines and take the message that I want to. There is a quote that people see what they want to see. So I hope everybody who reads this book will come up with their own perspectives, of course. And if you take the very first page of my book, there's a prologue, and this prologue I have added a very tiny thing that about perspectives. So I think everything is about perspectives, and I hope this book evokes your thoughts
and you can bring your own perspective to the stories and the characters, and I hope you all can relate to them. Even though slightly I hope you don't relate to them because they are bad experiences. So but at the end of the day, I hope all of you read it, and if possible, get back to me with the feedback, because this is my third book. My first was her Harem Journal. It was an epistolary historical fiction novella, and it's also handwritten, by the way, if that makes sense. And in that book, I explored the idea of a female harem. If you go back in history, every emperor or king had a male harem. That is a group of concubines that a man will have, an emperor will have, because it's rightfully his. So that is the basic foundation for that book, which made me think, why not an empress or a queen have a harem of her own, which is male lovers, multiple male lovers. So I wrote this book with that basic foundation, and I did use a lot of science fiction and other elements. But the other book is a poetry collection called What the Heaven, as ma'am introduced earlier. So in that book also, the aim of that book was to celebrate the divine trinity, the maiden, the mother, and the throne. But till this day, this God bless you, devil kiss you is my proudest creation. And even then, I had a lot of time to make this book, but it still feels like I did not have enough time, because there are so many things that I wanted to add but I couldn't add. So I guess it will be my fourth book. So, and apart from that, I would like to thank her stories and Nivedita Lewis ma'am and Validasan sir for this opportunity. I'm very, very happy to be here, and I would also like to thank my family and my amazing friends. Most of the cameramen here are my friends. I'm so happy that they think this event is more special to them, because of course, this is my very first literary event where I am a central part. So they're more excited than I am. So thank you everyone.
An inspiration from 7th standard has taken through, really amazing. And Luna, these are the days when all of us find stories in Instagram, stories in WhatsApp, stories in Facebook and whatnot. To write now, fiction and the thoughts that have gone behind this work is really inspiring us all. And yes, I guess we should read God Bless You. So thank you again, Luna. So now for the last acceptance speech, definitely not the least, Nivedita Lewis is ready and waiting.
Ramesh, Krishna Priya, Luna, Leina, Anvesivam, and Kuran to present their book introduction speeches. And the authors, Geeta Ilangovar, Marudan, Luna, Mohana, and Nivedita Lewis for the authors' acceptance speeches. We need women to change the dynamic, reshape the conversation, to make sure women's voices are heard and heeded and not overlooked and ignored. I once again welcome our dear friends, well-wishers and their families who have accepted our invitation and gathered here to celebrate womenhood. Thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Chitra, as always, for your quiet and confident welcome speech. And you have left no one here. And thank you for delivering it so very well for us. We are all feeling welcome, I'm sure. So we'll quickly move on to the actual book launch. So now we would request, we will be reading out the name of the book, the name of the author, the translator, and all to please come on stage. Some of you are already on stage. And with the help of the chief guest and the guest of honor, we will do the book launch. And the first book, Angels, Witches, Women. What a title, right? And the author is here, Mr. Marudan. Please come on stage. The translator, Ms. Luna. And also, by none other than the mother of the author, Mrs. Indra. Please, on stage, please. The author, the translator, the chief guest, and the mother of the author. These are the kind of opportunities that come when her stories comes to play. Creating a warmth between members drawn from very different backgrounds, family members as well. Let's put our hands together.
She does.
So we want David.
No, it's going to be. This is not a title.
Mannerism
This is a English book, written in English. And it's going to be received by Ajit Ganesan, a friend and author. Everyone knows Ms. Kavita Rao. She's currently the CEO of the Chennai Metropolitan Development Authority.
She's come up with
God bless you.
yeah, God bless you, devil kiss you. அந்த டைட்டில் எனக்கு ரொம்ப டிஃபரெண்டாக இருந்தது, ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரீகிங்காக இருந்தது. In fact, I've just started reading her the first chapter. Very, very interesting. She's spoken about all her friends. She's given credit to all her friends, and I'm still yet to go through the entire book. I'm sure I will. Over a title may, over a translation may, important works by Marudam sir, and let me not leave out names. I would like to have my invitation personally. Yeah, please pass on. Every column read பண்ண வேண்டியது இருக்கு, ரீட் பண்ணது இருக்கு. இன்ஃபேக்ட் குத்தமா சொல்லாம குணமா சொல்லணும். இந்த துப்பட்டா போடுற தோழியுமே நான் வந்து 2-3 வாட்டி படிச்சிட்டேன். ஏன்னா அது ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்கா இருந்தது எனக்கு. Here the author talks about how this masculinity impacts us. எப்படி நம்ம வந்து நம்ம ideas are governed by their thoughts. We only see the world from a man's perspective. In fact, the second chapter itself talks about Kudumba Pengal. So we don't talk about Kudumba Angal. We don't say Ilago Nanda is a Kudumba. We only say Geeta is a Kudumba Pengal. So this kind of biases that we have and hold, how we have to break from the biases and shackles of such thoughts are very elucidatingly explained in these books. And I really wish all of you have a wonderful reading experience, and thank you all for having me here, especially Nivi, Valli, where's Valli? Hi Valli. Valli and Sahara, and I'm sure in the years to come you will go a long way. Thank you so much.
Miss Lehanvi.
Luna.
And yes, Lena. Now we expect our guest please handle the two more mementos. First, I call upon Mr. Anbesava. Is on her way. Miss Geeta Anangovan, the author. Please, can you step on stage, please? Authors. And last but not least is Mohana Nishan J is a man of simplicity. He's a humanitarian photographer and a passionate filmmaker. Besides making films, he says he also enjoys watching them. Chitra Rangarajan, who gave us a warm, and I'm sure it was a tough book to translate to catch the essence of what the author has clearly shown, and it's become such a successful book also. She's a vivacious personality, a translator and author herself. And she has also written Ipodum Masandi Bakery of Pendal Kanakodilai and Kuttama Solala, Punamave Solrom. And she's passionate about politics, and she's also a social activist. Over to you.
Thank you so much. We added a lot more. Good evening, everybody. Actually, I wrote something, but now I'm actually nervous. I'm extremely happy and excited to be here. That's what I'd like to tell you. Intimidates me a lot, so so bear with me for a few moments. But thank you all for being here. all of your presence means a lot to all of us. First, let's start with translation. Like I said, this is a momentous event because very few set of people. Now, Her Stories has opened the door for that, for both authors and translators, and I think this is a very, very significant aid for all of us. About translation, I read this quote on Facebook, but I can attribute it to poet Indiran Rajendran, who further quotes Justice Maharajan. They say that, translation is the art of converting gold into copper. You heard me right. You heard me right. Because, no matter how good a translator you are, the original is going to be the original. A translator can never forget that. The original, I've seen girls basking in her warmth, watching her, listening to her and understanding her. So I've seen that side of her. I know that dimension. I couldn't wait to witness the dimension of her as an author. And I would say I was surprised in two ways. I was surprised and not surprised. I was not at all surprised in the tone of the voice. She was as authentic, as lucid, and as easy in her writing as she is when she speaks to the hearts that she cares about. She cares, she believes, she really empathizes with the woes of women all over the world, and especially in this part of the country. And that we know about Geeta as a personality, and it has become 200% true in her book also. The other aspect that I was really awed about, in order to find new elements and contribute their work to the science department. Yet another young person, Luna, she's going to talk about angels, witches, and women. And that book, she's also an author, translator. She has published books like Her Harem Journal, What the Heaven, Being a Woman, Nature Lover. She's a nature lover who likes camping, trekking, and nature trails. Welcome.
Good evening all, and thank you everyone for being here. First of all, I need to prepare a huge speech for today, but I don't think I need to do that because I got a cold and my throat hurts. But I'm sure someone else will take up that time. So I'm going forward with the translation of this book. This is my very first translation work that I've done from Tamil to English, and to be honest, it was as exciting as it was challenging. And if that's okay, I guess I can stop here.
Thank you, Anna. Today, I think most of us are knocking our heads who thought all youngsters are sitting with the phone and swiping it up. Here are youngsters on stage who have done such a fabulous job and have articulated so beautifully what the process meant to them. And particularly
Hillary, emergence of sites like Hillary challenges hypothesis by unveiling structural remains from various planned towns which engaged in extensive trade all over the world. So, this book links these archaeological discoveries and also draws parallels from the other Asian cultures across the world, revealing the advancement of the Tamil culture. Until recently, this book was limited to the Tamil readers. I hope this translation makes it more accessible to the wider global audience. I'm sorry, little nervous. We have kept the translation simple to make even the younger audiences, readers, to understand and comprehend the book well. What's more appealing about this book is this book has all the
Thank you so much. And though you were nervous, it showed the passion that you share for archaeology and how you found, I have heard Nivedita saying how happy she was that you translated this book. And soft-spoken women talking about hard evidence in a tone which we don't even know. Somebody would be catching hold of the mic and thumping it in the fists in the air if they had to talk about hard evidence. You changed that beautifully today. So thank you. And now I call upon Ms. Jayanti Ramesh.
From Tamil to English. This was a big, it was a great thing for me. But she said, go ahead and complete it. So it was, her style was so easy and smooth. So I did not have to look for words to put the and confidence in me, and to my name in print today. Probably first in my family to have my name in print as a translator. So that is a proud
Thank you, ma'am, again. Truly, this evening till now, it has been filled with superlatives. You know, everyone is talking, using some word which is a superlative of that particular emotion that they went through. And it is truly inspiring. Maybe we should all start translating those. Right, so last one.
Birthday. I was at school and I was sent home because I was wearing a sleeveless dress for my birthday. And I came home and I cried. The first thing my mom said was, do you want me to go talk to your principal? So that's the kind of relationship me and my mom have. I fight with people and she's right behind me to apologize. The cover, as you can see, there's a lot of different elements, objects. I drew it in like stick figure style and sent it over to cousin. She designed the cover. But the reason why there's a bra over there, why there's an apple over there, why there's a skull and a matchbox is because they're all inventions that came from women that we don't talk about at all, in fact. Many of these women I didn't know about. So when we were talking about the book, it was
Introduction speech of the book. God bless you. Sorry. In my enthusiasm, I think I must. Okay, one more thing. Let me add. I forgot my reading glasses today. And the first time family women support. I'm wearing lovely glasses of Chitra. I apologize. Thank you, Lena. And stage is open to you. A lovely name, Anvay Sir, to talk about the book. God bless you. God bless you.
Finally, I was kind of waiting for this. Because there were mainly certain things. Luna said that someone is going to take some time to speak more, and I'm the person who is going to take the time. Because the people who were there in the audience, the people who were there in the stage, please, you have to bear with two things while I'm speaking. I came prepared, but I'm going to speak out of my heart. You have two problems. Problem number one is that I don't have any kind of linguistic excellence, but at the same time, I love to speak. So you have to bear with me for a few minutes. But however, first of all, let me also get through Luna and Luna's book. To say the moment I read Luna's book, I felt it was such a fantastic idea to do what she did. Because basically every other book, whatever we are reading, and whatever the topics I saw here was a fantastic topics, but most of them were non-fictional. So everyone would be looking around the facts, and everyone would be very interested in the very historical facts and things and all. But basically what Luna did is an anthology. So by the way, and also it is based on fantasy stories. To say about the book, especially, the thing is she brought wolves, romance, love, and whatnot, even justice. And there are so many stories that is based on every one of these things, and it has such an intriguing thought process. And the thing about this book is that it won't stop here. Even if kids read this, they will feel like it's a, let's say, a Marvel comic or Superman comic. Those kind of stuff has gone to kids. So even the basic idea of getting women empowerment into kids and every other people, the people who are not interested in non-fiction books, can literally read her book, which can be a very important aspect. And Luna, I just want to share a personal experience that I haven't said you ever. So the thing is that me and Luna always get on many debates, but one of the main things was that it was about one time, this wasn't a debate, I did not say anything because I did not have any opinion on it. But when you open the book, the first few lines that she has written is like, to the victims of Salem witches hunt, 1692. So I hope all the people know what happened. It's in the name of religion, many women were killed, and it is such a worst event actually to say. But while she was explaining this to me, I saw the amount of fierce anger in her, and I am a man there, if you can understand my position. I am like, why is she explaining to me this? And have I been someone like that who is trying to hunt or something? So I was really feared at the time. But after a couple of years right now, I hope that question was such a stupidity. Because even myself, I am someone who is very empathetic to many people, and I still have the anger towards what America did to Iraq or many events, like you can't even name Sri Lanka or whatever, anything that is not really humane in any way, and many things have been happened to women. Then I understood, we need warriors like Luna. We really need warriors like Luna, who can not just be a warrior for what's happening today, but what happened even before we were born, for the history, for the things that have been happening. And also giving a few notes about this fantastic stage. Actually, this is one of the most attentive stage I have ever attended. So this is such a fantastic stage, and I can see that there isn't one single warrior, not just my best friend, such an excellent author, but so many warriors here. A sound recordist, a particle physicist, an archaeologist. Wow, that was amazing. And the main warrior thing I felt like when the ma'am called the last row, she made them attend to the moment. So I was like, okay, this is awesome. It was such an awesome stage. I did not come with any content, and these people gave me a lot of content. Thanks for it. And mainly I just want to say special thanks to extra two people. For one of the person is that, please can I know your name?
His name is Deepa.
Deepa. Yeah, for the Deepa, that is one very fantastic thing she said. And as an artist and someone who really does many works through art, to say, I have written a book known as Decision vs. Human, and I also have done 25 to 30 audiobooks in book film, and top of them is the translation summary of Psychology of Money is still ranking in the #1 right now. So I have done that. But by the way, more than that, the thing is, even if I have done the summary, right now most of the people won't know me. Ma'am said a word which people couldn't immediately get it, but I got it. I personally got it. She said, if I'm gonna translate an author, the first thing the audience who's gonna read the translation should directly go to the author, not to the translator. If the translation is not up to the mark, we will forget the author. We will be honestly dissing the translator, being like, what the hell is that? That kind of a heart is a fantastic thing, and so many people representing so many things here in this organization, which is Her Stories, is amazing. And special thanks to that kid known as Mathing, who was distributing things, and the way this event is going on, like, this is all fantastic. So I wish my best for Her Stories also, the way it's gonna go. And second thanks to Miss Catherine ma'am, because she she reminded me of something. Basically, I'm a musician. I have finished 2 whole movies of music, but I am also into stories. I am also into the cinema. I am into the cinema field of, in the field of Tamil cinema. I have seen fantastic movies which are female centric, like let's say $1 Million Baby or The Brave One, or even Irthi Sutra, which was done by Sudha Kundaram. Most of the people know the movie, but not the director. She's also a female director who won national award right now. So, by the way, Catherine ma'am, it's my responsibility as a cinema man to bring more female-centric movies and more movies that bring better stories for people. The stories that go beyond gender and anything that can bring the limelight for the people and the best stories for like the inventions they said which was not known. Which were done by women. But finally, me speaking this much kind might make Luna a bit angry at me, but she may not, I'm just joking. But on a simple way, at least to end with, about Luna's book, one thing is that everyone can speak, there are many speeches that happen, everyone can write a book, there are many books that have been written. But I can't say that my speech is a worthwhile speech here. I hope it is, but more than that, after reading, I knew your opinions might be different on the book, I don't know, but surely everyone, especially women, can relate with this book and it is a worthwhile book to read. So please don't forget to read her books. And I am looking forward to read all the books here, so please read all the books. Thank you, thanks for the opportunity for making this.
Okay, so here's the note of introduction which Nivedita excellently sent to me about Unbased Women, the author of the book Decisions vs. Humans, From Music to Books to Psychology.
I wrote about a Facebook post on Twitter, and she has inspired me a lot. And she is an author by herself, a renowned author, writer, everything. But she encourages women to write on various topics. அப்படி எல்லாம் சொல்லுவாங்க பொறாமை நிறைய இருக்கு சேர்ந்துலாம் வேலை பார்க்க முடியாது but here nothing because we are all friends and we are like a friendly way we converse with each other and we are writing and it's a very healthy atmosphere.